Welcome back to Liberty Tree Gaming. We are back inside Castle Trotsky. In the last episode, we delivered a basilisk egg, and now we have to wait to see what the painter does with it. And we also have the magic horseshoes quest, which we have to wait for to collect our reward. So we kind of explored a little bit, went around the map, and we had not gone into this cave, so we went there and we tried to find what was it, Casper, Carlton, Carlos, I don't know, somebody. Never did find him, but that's okay. Not really concerned about it. I think we were at the right place. He just didn't spawn. So but yeah, so in this episode, we're going to go and talk to the painter. We picked up some shields and see if we can get them painted since he's awake now. And go from there. See if he has any other tasks for us as well.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Also in the last several episodes rather, I recorded them all at once. I was coming down with a head cold. You can probably hear my voice is a little different. Got that deep voice going on because been sick for like a week, but finally starting to feel a little better. So we're gonna try to do some recording, see if we can get some episodes in the books. Go up and in. Don't you leave. You can't leave. No leaving. No leaving. No. Voyta, come back.
Henry! I'm glad you turned up. I could use some advice. What do you think of this sword? I paid Osina my last few groschen for it, and even had to paint a lewd picture above his bed. But I feel like he cheated me.
Well, honestly, I can't tell much at a glance. But why do you even need a sword? Are your customers refusing to pay?
No. I'm preparing for my final unfinished work here in the Trotsky region. A duel to the death.
What?
You never give a thought to drinking wenches or whether you need new booze, do you? But now you've truly lost your mind.
On the contrary, I finally see everything clearly. I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago.
Well, that's just great. Who are you planning to fight?
His name is Burkhard, a thief, a bandit, and above all, a murderer. There's been a bounty on his head for quite some time.
And you've suddenly decided to become a protector of the region?
It's not the region I want to protect. It's my own sanity.
Well, it's a little late for that.
Very funny.
I was just kind of thinking that.
I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear, Burkhard must die. He must die. Over and over again. I can't even work anymore.
Why's that?
It's because I know Burkhard. He's the old acquaintance I need to meet.
What are you drinking? Might have something to do with the voices in your head. Okay.
What kind of man is this Burkhard, anyway?
A vile one, if you can call him a man at all. He's known for beating his victims to death with a helmet, just for pleasure. He even has a special notch on it, just for that purpose.
Well, if you've known this man for so long, why are you only deciding to get rid of him now?
Don't think I just woke up one day and decided to go kill him. Honestly, when I found out he was here, my first thought was to run. But on my way out of here, I was nearly hit by an arrow.
The archer and the gambler?
Mm-hmm. I realized it was a sign. I couldn't run, so I started looking for ways to get rid of Burkhard.
What kind of ways?
I'm not sure I should even tell you.
Poison?
Look at me. At everything I've done for you. Don't you think you can trust me?
Henry. My friend. All right. I won't beat around the bush. You know how I said I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear. Burkhard must die. He must die. I can't sleep, eat, or work because of it. So I've tried to get that murderer out of my head using some unchristian methods. That shrine and the egg, they weren't about my artistic experiments, but my desperation.
Okay.
What were you doing at Veles's shrine?
When our Lord wouldn't help me, I tried praying to someone else.
Bad idea, brother.
What was the egg for? You're not hunting down a basilisk somewhere, are you?
No, definitely not. I really did use it for the paint. And also for a kind of prayer.
Holy Mary.
She wasn't the one I prayed to.
You've just been leading me on this whole time.
I can't deny it. But thanks to you, I've had some good days.
Well, that's nice for you.
I'm sorry. I know I used you. And I regret it.
I'm not. It's not my place to tell someone they're going to hell. But let's not talk about this.
You know what? Let's not talk about it anymore.
So what's your plan?
You're just going to trade your brush for a sword and kill a wanted murderer, yeah?
What else can I do? I can't get him out of my head. And the law clearly doesn't care. So let God judge us. I'll challenge Burkhard to a fair duel.
I don't mean to underestimate you, but there wouldn't be anything fair about that.
All right. Well, tell me more about Burkhard. How do you know him?
Fine, but I still don't understand why this man weighs so heavily on your mind. How do you know him?
No, I can't tell you that.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry, Henry. I know I'm not giving you many answers, but believe me, I'm telling you everything I can.
You lied to me the whole time. You dodged all my questions. I'm not going to send you to your death. We'll have to come up with another way to deal with Burkhard.
I don't see any other way. I've waited 35 years to see someone take down that bastard. And in the meantime, he's lived his whole life in freedom. Do you know how many lives he took from others?
No, because you won't talk.
Isn't there another way to solve this?
And how? Wait for a miracle? Or for him to drop dead?
What if I somehow persuaded him to leave? Would that help?
No, I'm not afraid he'll do anything to me, but I can't bear the thought that the bastard is still alive.
Okay, well, I mean, I am an assassin.
I'll take care of him myself. After all, it wouldn't be the first time I've nudged justice along.
I can't ask that of you. I've already involved you more than is healthy for your immortal soul.
Don't worry. If I end up in hell, it certainly won't be because of your Burkhard.
Henry, do you mean it?
If I challenge him to a duel, it'll still be fair, won't it?
I suppose so.
How will I know it's Burkhard?
I'd say his sins will be written all over his face, but I'm not naive. He'll definitely have his helmet with a notch on the brim.
Yeah, who put the
Who
bounty
put the
on?
bounty on him?
If I remember correctly, it was the Bailiff of Troskowitz, and that means something. I've heard Thrush isn't one to part with his money easily, but without proper proof, he won't give you the bounty.
A fella like that won't be alone, will he? Does he have a gang?
I'd bet my boots he does. At least half a dozen men. But since we're on the subject, I'd like to ask you for something. Burkhard likes to recruit young lads with no sense of purpose in life. He promises them money, wenches, and respect. And they repay him with blind loyalty. Sometimes even with their lives. Feel free to rough them up a bit or kick their asses, but don't kill them. I know very well they're not evil, just lost souls. And I feel sorry for people like that.
Okay, you sure do know a lot.
How do you know so much about them?
Let's just say I've met a few of them before.
All right. I'll try not to hurt them. Unless it's absolutely necessary. If you were preparing to face him, you must know where to find him, right?
Not exactly, unfortunately. They say he's hiding somewhere in Apollonia, and that was enough for me. I plan to find him by ear. A gang like that can be heard miles away.
So, now I know everything. And don't worry, it'll all turn out fine.
Are you sure I shouldn't handle this myself? Or at least go with you?
It'll be simpler this way. Trust me.
All right then. And thank you, friend.
Okay, but before anything else, paint my shield.
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be?
We'll go with a night shield. A little better and not as heavy. Okay,
A knightly
confirm.
one. Good choice.
All right, shield painter. Bring the painter in his shield and he'll gladly repaint it to your liking free of charge. You can find painters' workshops at Trotsky Castle and in Kutterberg. They're marked with an icon on your map. Creating a shield motif is split into 5 steps, in each of which you select part of the design. You can see the steps in the signpost at the top of the screen. And it seems to be locked up. Wonderful. I'm going through a tutorial. I don't know. Yeah, I can't select anything. Great. All right, paint a shield.
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be? A knightly one. Good choice.
Yeah, it's locked up. It will not do anything. Like up or down, doesn't work. Mouse, keyboard, nothing. All I can do is escape and load. All this time to paint a shield and I still can't do it. Okay, well, let's go find this guy and kill him. Painter Voyta is deeply troubled, and it seems like that a killer by the name of Burkhard, who recently arrived here, is the cause. He murders people in a brutal manner, and considering that there is a bounty on his head from the Bailiff of Troskowitz, Thrush, it's worth my while to go and deal with him. Perhaps that way I can finally get some important answers from Voyta. The murderer Burkhard is said to have a camp somewhere near northwest of Trotsky, but he surely won't be there alone. He's gathered a gang of young lads around him, whom he uses as an extended arm and a human shield. I could take them out, but it would be far better to let them live. Who knows, maybe there's still some good left in them. As for Burkhard's life, it's worth only as much as the bounty placed on him by the Bailiff of Troskowitz, Thrush. Now, I wonder, let's look at the map. Wonder if we can talk to Thrush and get any more details about this guy. Go do that.
God bless you, sir.
All right, Bailiff, where are you at? In here harassing the scribe. I got some books I can sell, I think.
Show me your...
Thank you, sir. And come again.
All right, Bailiff, where did you go? Sometimes you walk around.
I'm sorry.
Did you go down here?
God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes he goes on this long loop through this area. There's a guard. Don't see the bailiff though. I am. No.
God be with you. Keep the peace. You'll stay friends.
Very easy. I could, but I shouldn't. I don't think I've ever gone up here. See, one way to find the bailiff. Go commit some crime.
Good to see you. Yeah. Leave me alone.
All right, good.
Is it true there's a murderer raising havoc in the region? A fella by the name of Burkhard?
Great. So word's already spread?
Indeed. Especially since you put a bounty on his head.
What else was I supposed to do? I don't have enough men to catch him, and no one's sending reinforcements from Trotsky. And anyway, why are you so interested?
I want the bounty.
If the bounty's worth it, I could deal with Burkhard.
Well, that would take a thorn out of my side. I just hope I'm not left picking up what's left of you in the forest afterward.
What do you actually know about Burkhard?
Apparently, he came here from somewhere near Kuttenberg, where he was robbing and murdering wealthy German merchants. He'd always pick a target, and at night, while his men looted the shop, he'd sneak into the bedroom and...
And what?
And then he'd bludgeon those poor souls to death with a helmet. He'd just beat them to death with it. They say he made a special groove in it so it would go easier. And he doesn't even clean the helmet. He wears it caked with blood as a warning. Is what he's known for. Burkhard the Bloody, they call him.
That really does sound pretty horrifying.
Turns my stomach. And I'm neither a German nor a merchant. But Jörg, who has a shop right next to my rat house, can hardly sleep.
What bounty did you put on Burkhard?
A decent purse of groschen. I'm not exactly made of money, but I reckon I don't need to tell you this is a grave matter.
Okay, then. So now we know a little more, not much. Didn't seem to update the journal. Where are we going?
What are you whistling for?
I want my horse. That's how you call a horse. You whistle. Don't you play any games? You know, every game you whistle, your horse shows up. God, amateurs.
Someone's been pampering this horse.
Yeah, because he's the best horse ever. Right.
Go!
Yeah, we could fast travel. But it's an open field. And I have a good horse.
Quick!
Yeah, so while I've been sick, I've been playing hardcore playthrough. Just stay in the Trotsky region for now.
Easy, good horse.
And I've got all the negative perks, and I've been having some fun with it. But I've really gotten used to the map because there's no fast travel and there's no map marker, so you kind of have to pay attention a little bit. Let's see, I can just go down this hill. Okay.
Oh,
We will go by foot now and just head this way. Now, you mentioned about listening for them. Like you'd be able to hear them, so keep your ears open. I mean, almost certainly that, right? Guess I should put a map marker. It would help.
Burkhard and his band should be skulking around here somewhere.
And I hear them.
Svini bekopce žijem, Burkhard, Burkhard, a pak se s ním opijem, Burkhard, Burkhard.
Are you a Burkhard?
Turn around and just get you sore.
Calm down. I'm just going to talk to Burkhard. I'll find him, talk to him, and then I'm gone.
Where is a Burkhard?
You're in for an ass kicking.
Uh-oh.
Get away! Enough! I surrender! No! No surrender!
I don't want to kill you guys, but I will.
You know much for us. Go yes. Wanker!
These guys with their sticks can't really hurt me all that much.
Hey, come on then.
Oh, but that hurts. Yeah, probably gonna die. Let's try that again.
Burkhard and his band should be skulking around here somewhere.
Svými peklo přežijem, Burkhard, Burkhard, a pak se s ním opijem, Burkhard, Burkhard.
Go up there.
To je tady velký pán, Burkhard, Burkhard, bojí se ho ďábel sám, Burkhard, Burkhard, to má helmu zubatou, Burkhard, Burkhard, krví celou strakatou, Burkhard, Burkhard, bez zbraně se utkal šelmou, Burkhard, Burkhard, stačilo se vohnat helmou, Burkhard, Burkhard, s nimi peklo přežijem, Burkhard, Burkhard, a pak se s ním opijem, Burkhard, Burkhard. Kdo je tady velký pán? Burkhard, Burkhard, bojí se ho ďábel sám, Burkhard, Burkhard.
Alright, just knocked him out. Took his weapon.
Burkhard, Burkhard, krví celou strakatou.
Another one.
Bez zbraně se utkal šelmou, Burkhard, Burkhard, stačilo se Burkhard, Burkhard. Peklo přežijem, Burkhard, Burkhard, a pak se s ním opijem, Burkhard, Burkhard. Kdo je tady velký pán? Burkhard, Burkhard, bojí se ho ďábel sám, Burkhard, Burkhard, kdo má helmu zubatou, Burkhard, Burkhard,
Don't know how long they'll stay asleep.
Burkhard, Burkhard,
Bez zbraně se utkal šelmou,
Burkhard, Burkhard,
stačilo se ohnat helmou.
Burkhard, Burkhard,
S kým je peklo přežijem,
Burkhard, Burkhard,
a pak se s ním opijem.
Burkhard, Burkhard.
Let's save again, just in case.
Get out of here, mutt. No one wants to hear your barking.
Where is this guy? Somebody up there. Can I get over there and not be spotted? Maybe. Hey, found you.
So, You're the famous Burkhard.
The one and only. And you're supposed to be... who, exactly?
I'm Henry.
I'm Henry of Skalitz.
And what brings you here, Henry of Skalitz?
I came because of my friend. And also for the bounty on your head.
Straight to the point. I like that. How about joining me instead? There's always room for someone with your kind of balls.
Join you? Never. It was bastards like you who slew my parents.
What a pity. So, what are we going to do about my head? I'm sorry to say it's stuck pretty firmly on my shoulders.
I offer you the chance to end your wretched life with honor. A duel to the death.
I've killed more people than I can count, but an honorable duel. That's a first. All right, let's do it.
Draw your weapon then. And don't try any tricks with that helmet.
Looks like you know quite a bit about me. What a shame to lose you.
Henry, if you're gonna challenge someone to a duel, get your sword out.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp. Show your stuff. Aye, that. He's dead. Run before we get killed too.
Right, examine.
This must be the helmet the painter was talking about. I should take it as proof.
Killer. Killer. The helmet of a notorious murderer and bandit Burkhard. Not such great stuff, but take keys. You swinging around. Knight's Warhammer. It's not taken, but I will. Just because. I think this is the same camp we kind of hit earlier. But we'll take a look anyway. Yeah, nothing great in there. I haven't even checked my food level. Let's see. I could use some food. Do the sauerkraut. It'll heal us too. Alright, journal says that we have killed him, I'm sure. Turn to the painter. Killed Burkhard the Bloody, and the region will hopefully be a little more peaceful now. However, if I want to get my reward from the Thrush, Bailiff of Troskowitz, I should bring him Burkhard helmet as proof. The painter Voyta is undoubtedly waiting impatiently for me to tell him what happened with Burkhard. I should go and see him as soon as possible. All right, let's do that. The guy's still knocked out up there. Return to the painter.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
What a load of sh...
Careful that impudent behaviour doesn't come back to... Needs a bit more.
It's so funny.
Christ, pardon me.
the first thing you've said to me in a long time, Adele. Save your brother, and then you just give me the cold shoulder.
How did the bounty for Burkhard come about?
Still can't remember? Bailiff Thrush will apparently pay anyone who brings proof that the murder has been dealt with.
I'd say you can sleep peacefully again. Burkhard is dead. I killed him.
Finally. After all these years. But
what?
Let me guess, you don't feel
know.
better.
I suppose I thought I'd feel a lot more relieved. All those years of suffering, and what's at the end of it? Still the same emptiness. But don't let that trouble you. Tell me, what you did with Burkhard's gang.
I only killed Burkhard. I left the others alone. But whether any of them will change their ways, I can't say. Maybe I just made someone else's life harder in the future.
That's possible, I won't lie to you. But even so, I'm proud of you. By the way, what about Burkhard's helmet? Do you have it with you?
Sure. Why do you ask?
I was just thinking it could use a splash of color. And not just it. I could paint that cursed helmet on your shield. What do you say?
Do whatever you think best. I'm just glad you didn't get yourself killed.
Just make sure you don't regret it later. But I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. I hope you know that. And before you go, I'll paint that helmet nicely for you. You'll be amazed.
Okay.
Now, gratitude is a fine thing, but still. I saved you from wolves, looked for pagan shrines and basilisk eggs for you. Don't you think you owe me something?
If it's about coin...
No.
To start with, a few clear answers would do.
Oh, finally we get to get some information.
What's
here.
your real name? Voyta doesn't seem to suit you. And that Voytecus? I can never remember it.
See? And both are true. One in Czech and the other in Latin. But I've had many names in my life. Some completely ordinary. Others so grand they'd leave you breathless. But just call me Voyta. And don't trouble yourself with the rest. Oh, would it change anything between us if I told you I'm now Wizard Zito or John Barleycorn?
Yes. I would mock you ridiculously, relentlessly, if you were named John Barleycorn.
Where did you get that skull of yours?
What kind of question is that? Where did you get yours?
What? Well, obviously, it's mine. I've had it since I was born.
See? And it's the same with me. Maybe I didn't have it in the cradle, but it's always been here, waiting for me. Somewhere.
What really happened between you and those two who tied you to that tree?
You just have to keep reminding me of that, don't you?
Don't laugh. I mean it. You say they cheated you at dice, and they say you foretold their deaths with that skull of yours. I'd rather believe you, but I'm not entirely sure.
Neither am I. Of anything, anyone, or ever. But we know each other well enough, don't we? Have I ever foretold anything for you? Or cursed you?
No.
Then stop asking me about those two, or I'll do it.
Nervous laughter.
How did you really find out about Velis's shrine? Even the locals have almost forgotten it.
You'd be surprised at all the things I know, and all the things you could know, if you stopped now and then to think.
What really happened between you and Burkhard? You said you knew him. How?
Henry, please, don't ask me about him. I'll gladly talk with you about anything else, but I want to put him out of my head for good. Out of both of them.
Well, thanks a lot for your answer.
Are you angry with me? I swear I haven't lied to you.
Only because you didn't tell me anything worthwhile.
Exactly.
You're quick to change your tune, aren't you?
It's just... everything is more complicated than it seems. But you're right. You deserve an answer. Except, between these walls, it's hard for me to open up. I need to be on solid ground, at home, to speak more freely. My work here in the Trotsky region is finally done, but I'll stay a little while longer. I'd like to get to know the place better, and with a bit of luck, I won't end up tied to a tree this time. But I'll head home soon, to Kutenberg. You know what? Stop by and see me there sometime. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about.
What if I want my shield painted again? Where can I find you?
Like I said, I'll be staying here for a little while. But if we meet in Kutenberg, I'd be happy to paint something for you there too.
Okay, well that's good news.
All right then. I'll meet you in Kutenberg.
I can't wait, my friend.
Alright, I'm gonna do a save and try to paint my shield again. Alright, Voyta. See if we can do this time.
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be? A knightly one. Good choice.
Nope. Nothing. That's so annoying. Well, I'll do some checking between episodes and see if I can figure that out. What do you have here? What's next?
So, what now?
Here? Nothing. We can talk. I can paint your shield. But if you're after something more interesting, then head to Kutenberg. We'll meet there.
Okay. Well. Let's go get our reward from Thrush and see what he has to say about taking that guy out. Do we have anything new on the journal, or I wanted to look at the helmet here. Oh no, I'm keeping that sucker. Like, it's a significant downgrade, but approved by the painter to be less scary. Let's get outside and take a look.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, we're gonna rock this for a while.
Easy.
All right, let's get down here. Is it gonna be night by the time I get here? Who knows? Could be good.
So, I went to see my brother.
Why are you standing on the... That's so rude, just to stand up on the table like that.
And talk about the... But your father's still alive.
I killed Burkhard the Bloody, so you can put him out of your mind. Well, right after you pay me the bounty.
Not so fast, lad. Do you have any proof?
I have this
I have
helmet.
his helmet. Look at the ridged brim. Perfectly made for murder.
And what's that stuff painted on it, eh? Whatever it is, This is definitely not Burkhard's helmet.
Yeah, all right. A painter has spruced it up a bit for me. But it's still the one. Look closely. So?
He really did a number on it for you. But it does look like Burkhard's helmet. You're right. The reward is yours.
This guy sitting, levitating. What is wrong? Oh my god. Oh, this is a great game. Okay. Alright, well, that was fun. Tell you what we're gonna do. Let's go. Can I read this book yet? What's the book? I need 15 on heavy weapons, so I'm far off from that. Okay, so I can't read the book.
I'll be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
I can sleep. And then hopefully we'll be able to turn in the quest, the magic horseshoes, and get our reward there. And then in the next episode, we'll head back to Kuttenberg. I should eat something. This guy's been in the stocks all day. Oh, there you are. Okay, perfect.
How was the race? How did you do with those horseshoes?
You should have seen it. My horse flew like the wind, over grass, mud, even rocks. We left all the others in the dust.
And do you remember what you promised me?
Of course. Your share of the winnings. You've more than earned it.
Thanks. And if you ever need a blacksmith again,
I'll let you know. Don't you worry.
All right. Nice.
80 groschen.
Be going all right today.
That was worth it. Okay. All right then. So it looks like our job here is done. We're done in the Trotsky region once again. So between episodes, I will travel back to Kuttenberg and we'll start the next episode there. So hopefully you're enjoying, and we'll be able to, did I have anything on the journal? I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's just that. So yeah, I will pick it up from here next time, and let's give Mutt some food. I don't think I fed him all episode.
Here you go. Take it.
How about a dried deer rump? It's my favorite kind of deer rump, the dried kind. So until next time, be good, and we will see you then.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.